Dinosaurs. They're something that has fascinated the world and brought joy to millions of people. These figures certainly don't do that for me. Welcome back. I'm alive. This is Taj Michael Creates, finally with another video. It's been forever. But today we're going to be reviewing the Hammond Collection newest small figure wave with the Hypsilophodon, Dilophosaurus, and Mutodon. Hope you liked my cinematic intro. We're going to cut to the lights now. That's better. Okay, so we have 3 figures to review today. So let's not waste your time. Let's get into the first figure. We're going to be doing the Hypsilophodon first. So this review is not going to be my thoughts straight out of the box. I have had some time to mess around with the figures, so I have some thoughts after a little bit of having them. So here's the Hypsilophodon. Here's the box. They reused the Dryosaurus box art and slightly altered it a bit, which I don't really like. They could have just drawn another drawing. It's not that difficult. I draw all the time. It continues on the side, Hammond Collection logo. The product images, the other figures in the wave, TrueFX. I don't know about that, but I have no way of confirming right now, but I'm just going to review the figure. So, the Hypsilophodon appear in one of the Jurassic Park novels. I don't know which one. Jeez, I'm not good at this. So I have no way of knowing if this color scheme is accurate or not. Hence why I don't know if this is TrueFX or not. But the color scheme they did give it, I think, is pretty nice. It's this dark green with the light green on the top, and a more brownish green outlining the light green. It's good. It's natural-ish looking, except for this red around the eye. That I don't know why they did that. It looks like it got stabbed and blood went everywhere. That's not a very pleasant image, but that's what it looks like. I don't know. Well, other than that, it's pretty natural. It would help it blend in with the foliage, the green, and complaints. The jaw is swappable. They didn't give it an articulated jaw. You got pry its jaw off. Dang, this is surprisingly brutal. We said I got stabbed in the eye, now we're prying its jaw off. But, and now the jaw's open. I don't like this. It's not a great, like, I don't like that I have to go to my accessories bin, grab the other jaw, pry this jaw off, and put the other jaw on when I just want it to change if its mouth is open or not. And for stop motion people, they can't get a slightly open jaw. So their animation won't look good, meaning this figure is completely unviable unless you just keep its mouth closed. Or it's running around screaming the whole time, but I don't know. Overall, this, if you can get around that, it's not a horrible figure. Articulation time. Figure can look up this far and down this far. Both of them swivel. We have a swivel on this one too. The jaw is now articulated, like I said. Arms go out away from the body this much. He can hit the T-pose. The elbows bend this much forward and this much back. That's not very natural. I don't think your elbows can do that. I think I mentioned that the arms can go all the way around. Oh yeah, and the elbow swivel. Wrists swivel, and they also bend like this and like this. So good range there. The hand sometimes looks like it's gonna pop out. There's no swappable hands on this one, so just be careful on that. Yeah, like it's like looks like it wants to come out. The legs can go all the way around. The arms get a bit in the way, but they can. There's this like weird spot of the brownish green here. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Yeah, it has to be. It's on both sides. That's odd. They put paint on the leg, but just a tiny little dot. The knees can bend. It's a bit stiff, but that's good for stability. They swivel, ankles bend this far back and this far forward. They also swivel. It's really stiff right now. And ankles this far forward, this far back, and they swivel. And the tail is on a ball joint, and it's a bendy wire. And I think that was the best articulation segment I've ever done. I didn't seem to be blocking the camera as much as I usually do. Dang. So, let me fix his leg. Overall, if you can get behind the swappable jaw, if you're like me and you don't know what it looks like in the novel, so you can get around the color scheme, this figure is actually pretty good. So, overall, I'd say this figure is worth it, and I think you should get it. It's a nice little herbivore to have, just for dioramas or whatever. I keep it on my shelf, just in the background, similar to Dryosaurus. So yeah, next we're going to do the Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus next. I don't have the box for this one. I got it when it first released, which was actually a long time ago. Dang, I'm late to reviewing these. But, that means I already packed it away. We did some cleaning up, and it's in the garage now. I'm not gonna go get it, but here's a picture on screen of what the box looks like. We'll just put it here. Editing, post-production stuff. So that was the box. The only thing I have notable to say about it is they altered the box art to match the toy instead of making the toy accurate, which makes me mad. How dare they? That was cringe. But overall, though, other than that, this is a good figure. I do like the color scheme, though, even though it's not accurate. I kind of like it more. The Rebirth Dilophosaurus just green. The Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus was green, so it's nice to have a tan one. It's a different color, and I like these spots. That still doesn't excuse the fact that it's not accurate, though. If they're going to market these as TrueFX premium collector's figures, they should be premium collector's figures. Even if I like the color scheme they gave it, it's still not TrueFX. For paint, other than that, they painted all the claws except for the dew claw, which will matter later in this video. Subtle foreshadowing. So, other than that, accessories. It has this frill, which I will attempt to put on while staying on camera. Okay, I think this is upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. There we go. The frill's on. And the frill looks good, other than the fact that they added an extra, I think it's either an extra ring of red or the yellow is not enough, and or something. I don't know. Yeah, but the frill's nice. It doesn't like stop you from opening the jaw, so you can get it roaring and stuff. I do wish they included like a venom piece that you can like put in its mouth, like the main line the Dilophosaurus has, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Taking this frill off, there's another one. We have the closed frill. And that one, you just slide onto the neck like so. You pop it in, and it just snaps into place. But you can't really move the neck around after that, so it kind of only works in this one position. I personally don't keep it like this. I think it just looks, the frill looks a bit too bright, so it really just sticks out way too much. It doesn't look natural. It looks like an accessory because it is. I mean, but yeah, taking that off. Other than that, I do want to mention the head sculpt. It looks like they took an Atrociraptor head sculpt and put a frill on top, which I find interesting. This is actually a different sculpt, partly, than the original Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus that they released. They changed the feet, they made them smaller. They changed the head sculpt. I think that's it. Articulation. This one has a opening jaw. Hooray! No swappable jaw for this one. though the jaw is really stiff to close, and it has a bit of an underbite, so you have to push it in place, and I don't know how I feel about that. Looking up, this joint in the neck is really stiff, and it doesn't feel good moving it at all. Goes that far, and the other part of the neck goes up and down nicely. This part of the neck I have no problems with. This part feels like the head's gonna pop off, and I don't know. Quality control. Both of them can swivel, by the way. Arms, he can T-pose. And goes 360 all the way around. Elbows, move like this. And they can swivel. There's no wrist articulation, which is sad. Wish he could move his wrists, because he's stuck breaking them. Dinosaurs couldn't hold their wrists like this. You can only hold them sideways, like this. But then the elbow is, well, you can't move the elbow then, so you can make it correct, but then you can't move the elbow. Legs go all the way around, out away from the body, this much. I forgot to do that on the Hypsilophodon. Quick interjection, Hypsilophodon. Same range as the Dilophosaurus. Okay, cool. Continuing. The knees bend about that far. Like that. Swivel. Ankles. They added ankle articulation. The original one, as far as I know, didn't have it. And they can swivel. And the feet go like this. And they swivel. So basically, just the basic articulation. Tail's on a ball joint. Swivels. And bendy wire. So, yep. Pretty similar to the Hypsilophodon, except there's no wrist articulation. So overall, I also think this one's worth it. I'd say buy this one, if you see it. Even if you don't like the color scheme, you can always repaint it. Repainting's really fun, you should do it. Watch my live block down T-Rex repaint. It's really good. Next, Mutodon. Mutodon, I've thoughts on this one. So, starting in the head, sculpt, I just said what Andy's Dinosaur Review says. Dang it. But I don't know what they did to him. Like, it's not supposed to be that wide. What? And why does he have pimples on the top of his head? What'd they do to him? I don't think it has these. If it does, tell me in the comments, correct me, but as far as I know, it's not supposed to. Oh, box, dang it. The box. Just like the Dilophosaurus, they altered the render to change the colors to be accurate to the toy instead of making the toy accurate. Box ASMR. I don't like that. Mutodon, Hammond Collection, the promotional photos, other figures in the wave, True FX. No! I would make a joke here, but that joke is going to be part of my Scorpius review. It's going to be the title. It's a really stupid joke, but it's a joke. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it was at the head. So they really messed up his head sculpt. This looks bad. Opening up the mouth. We'll see why this is a problem later. They painted the top of the mouth. Did they do that on the other ones? Let me check. Dilophosaurus, did they paint the top of the mouth? No, they did not. Mattel, paint the top of the mouth. Okay. I'm gonna leave the mouth open for now, because there's a problem with it. We'll see later. I'm gonna save that for the end. I guess we're doing articulation now. So, neck, it's on a ball joint, so it has pretty good articulation. It's really nice and stiff, which I like. Arms can go out this much, and I'm actually re-recording this review. I forgot this on the original one. It has wrist articulation. I just completely forgot about that. It can swivel. These arms go all the way around, by the way. We're gonna actually pop off the arms. so I can show you the leg articulation better. And this will be a nice segue into the next segment. But legs can go all the way around. It's a bit clunky, but they can. Out away from the body, less than the other two, but I mean, I don't really care. Knee articulation, that far forward, that far back. Ankle articulation, unnaturally far back, and that far forward. I wish it could go more forward and less back, but whatever. I mean, wait, what if I turn it around? Nope, doesn't do anything different. Okay, and the foot, not as much range as I'd like, compared to the other two, and it swivels. Tail's on a ball joint, and bendy wire, which this one actually has a really nice bendy wire. I do like that. But now we're going to talk about the paintwork, and then we'll talk about the accessories, and then we'll talk about my main problem with this figure, which is in regards to the jaw. Color scheme. This is all wrong. Also, you can tell that the painted segments of this underbelly color are not the same as the actual underbelly color. It's not the easiest to see on camera, but there is a line right here where the colors are slightly different. Very much a nitpick, but it's a bit bothering. But the main thing is, in the movie, the Mutadon is blue with orange wings and a white counter shading. This toy is brown with a yellow counter shading, and that same yellow for the wings. Actually, it's more tan in person. It looks yellow on camera. It's a bit more tan in person. But, yeah, these are the complete wrong colors. And even that, they didn't even do a good job. If you line it up on this side, it's completely wrong on this side. There's no way to have it line up. So how they did paint it, they didn't even do a good job. Really even tell? What are we doing? Accessories. We have the closed wings, which I showed earlier. And we also have these, which are the open flying wings. Unless I change the thumbnail. In the thumbnail, it's on a stand, so you can see how it looks flying. This actually looks not horrible. It looks like that one shot where it's standing on the car. I don't hate this thing. They just did a lot wrong with it. And for articulation on this, the wings can go up like this. Far down. That's as far down as they go. No, they go farther. Okay. You just have to move them around a bit. Okay, they go like that. So, can it walk on its hands like it did in the movie? Yeah, kinda. I like that. I might display it like that now. Not sure though, if I have space. Main problem with this figure, other than the colors, I don't like that the colors are wrong. Watch this. You might wonder I have a toothpick here. I close the mouth. Watch this tooth right here. This one. It gets pushed under the jaw, which is why I have a toothpick. See how it looks like it's gonna snap? I have to take this toothpick. I have to hold the tooth forward. It's really difficult to do, and that's why I don't like opening and closing the mouth on this thing. Because then, there we go. And now it's closed properly and the tooth is here. I feel like if I do that too many times, the tooth is eventually going to snap. And that is the main thing why I don't like this. It's not because of the colors, which I still don't really like that in itself. They also didn't paint any of the claws. That's what I was saying earlier. That will be relevant later. None of the claws are painted on this. Not the foot claws, not the hand claws, not the dew claw, obviously. But yeah, so overall, yeah, this thing, if you really, really like the Mutadon, it's your best Mutadon figure option. Though if you just have $15 and you're wondering, should I buy this or not? I'd say buy something else. Not this. There's so much wrong with it. And it just having decent articulation doesn't make up for that. So this is the only one out of the wave I'd say don't get unless you really like the Mutadon. So size comparisons, and then we'll do the outro. So in terms of size, they're all the same. So I'm just going to use the Dilophosaurus for these. Size comparison time. The first one we're going to compare to is the Hammond Collection Baryonyx. And you can see Baryonyx is bigger. Let me go get the other ones. So we did a medium figure. So here's a large medium. Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex. I finally acquired it after all this time. I have a lot of words to say, so I'll do a review on that one as quick as possible, but knowing me, that's going to take 5 years. And here it is next to my childhood T-Rex. I mean, how much childhood can I say? But, Tony. I named him Tony. First channel appearance. And here it is next to Dilophosaurus. And finally, just if you don't have any of those, here's a basic Mattel Velociraptor, which I think everybody who collects Jurassic World figures has at this point. Who doesn't? Shout out to my friend who gave this to me, Tomoto Soup, on YouTube. Outro time. So overall, this figure wave is not horrible. It's not great. It's good. I'd say it's good. Get the Dilophosaurus. Get the Hypsilophodon. Mutadon. If you really, really want it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. I think this is one of my better reviews. I hope you enjoyed it. This is actually the second time recording it. So I really hope you enjoy it. I have a lot of videos I need to edit, so I don't know which one the next one's going to be. I really want to get the Scorpius review filmed and done. That's going to be an in-depth review. Hopefully I don't spend 45 minutes on it. But, yeah, I'll see you in the next video then. This is Taj Michael Creates. I'll see you next time.